So I just want to reflect some more light. This one may be a little controversial because when I first heard it, I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? But really, this is like, it made me get into that masculine energy. I'm like, oh, you want to fight now? But, this man came to me and was like, women don't have a mind of their own. And I'm like, and then, so yeah, we get into it. He hangs up, he calls back like a couple of days later and was like, I'm like, look, I just want to listen because this man sparked my mind, so many times. Look, just explain to me what you mean. And he was like, you think I don't understand what you're saying? You're saying that everyone has their own perspectives, their own decisions, their own do. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm saying. We do have our own mind in that sense. He's like, yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is the world that you live in is constructed by masculine entities. And I'm just reflecting the light from my own interpretation of what he's saying, right? This governs what we're governed by, not naturally, but in the world, our world that we're governed by, United States of America, right? It's constructed by masculine energy. Masculine energy is based on logic, law, order, structure. It gives us, I wouldn't say principles, but law, order, structure, logic, right? And the feminine energy is for reproduction, it's for expansion, it's for the future. So the world that we live in, meaning the government that we're governed by, gives us our world. It's a masculine entity giving us our laws, our structure, our order, how far we can go, what we can and can't do, all these type of things. So when it comes to the women of this world, so the analogous is to say that the government is our man. If we don't have a man, there is a man still. Some people say, God is their man, but God, the concept is constructed by where? It depends on what you mean by God, because a lot of people, when they say God is their man or God is their, their father or the ones that governs them, they're saying God of the Bible, what they've been taught by what? A masculine entity. So, and they even call him a God, a he. So at the end of the day, the government that we live in is constructed like that. This is why, women of the government is protected in the way it is, and men is least protected, especially if they're not following the laws, right? Of what's the masculine entity of, governed you by. Because women could have masculine and feminine energy as well, right? But the men are more conducive to create logic, structure, and order. Women are more chaotic. And chaotic is not in a bad way. Chaotic meaning you can expand beyond. Like, you can go here, there, and, as women or men, the masculine side of us gives us boundaries, gives us, what? I can do all this. I can do this negative things. I can be negative. I can do negative. But my masculine, logical laws that I abide by, my principles, morals, and integrity that I abide by won't allow me to do this, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Like, literally, it makes sense, but I hope you caught that. Look, as just myself right here, I'm a woman. I am prone to reproduction. I'm prone to expansion. I am prone to bringing in life. I am prone to be here, there, and everywhere. Like, I can be chaotic. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to even lie to myself. I have masculine energy, and I'm very structured, ordered. I have, a lot of logic, but I can also be chaotic. And my masculine energy, which gives me my integrity, my morals and principles and codes that I stand by in life, won't allow me to go and do the weird shit. It says, it stops here. Just like the government that we live in, the mind that we're under, it gives us laws and orders, principles that we stand by. So when he said this, he's basically saying men need to be able to govern their own family, give structure, order, logic. And I'm not going to hold you. Like, we can do it as women, but the man really, and I don't even want to try to convince anybody. I can do it as a woman. I can create the law, structure, and order in my household. I can expand it. I can reproduce. I can't really reproduce too much without a man. You know what I'm saying? So don't be stupid. Don't be slow, right? But I need a man. You know what I'm saying? We need our men. And I'm talking to the woman that know that and that feels that. We need our man. And not only just to be a man in the house just for his coming to reproduce, but we need a man that can protect, provide, and give structure and order. When you want to go here, they'll be like, hold on. stop right there. I seen this happening. I'm protecting you. The law, structure, and order protects us. So, when he said that, it really, really sparked my mind, because at first I'm like, on the fence because of how he said it, right? The words he chose to use. But once I sat there and understood, I was able to explain it to another sister, two other sisters. And they were like, at first, but they was like, I get it. And one sister got it all the way. Another sister was like, you know what? That's cool, but the man needs a structure and order himself, not his woman. The woman structure and order themselves. Okay, that's a perspective. But I'm talking about unity. I'm talking about building family, right? So it is important for us to be able to come together and work together. And, a lot of people like to say, like, they don't believe in the roles and all this type of stuff. There's roles. Like, we as women can provide and protect. Men provide and protect, but in different ways. And we can do it in a way that the opposite sex does it. But what's more conducive for us, as in nature? Like, what's more conducive for us naturally? Instead of trying to take on all these different, qualities, what's the qualities that you can focus on? And this comes to anything in life. Like, literally, your energy is very important. And with that, yes, you can do this, and that. A leader can manage the whole business, can mop the floors, can do all this, but where is your energy more conducive at, so we can expand, so we can, move further, so we can ascend? So we have to think about that. But I feel like there's so much more to tap into when it comes to this type of conversation. I actually talked to two other men, and they said the same thing in different ways, and I think it's just logical. I think it's just beautiful. I think it's just on point. And anybody that takes offense to it either don't understand, or possibly just, I'm not even going to talk down on you. Like, literally, I get it, and I need my man. I need structure. I need order. I have that, but I need it in a certain way, especially for what I'm building. When you have a family, like, for one, you can't have a child without the man. But for women that don't want the man in the household, that's just weird to me. It's just weird. Why can't we work together? You know what I'm saying? But then again, I don't know. There's seeds that have been planted in me, telling me how men, is like this, and their nature is that. So yes, I would like to tap in and understand the man's nature more. Yes, I can see, you are a creator of governance, of the mental, of the logic, structure, and order, right? And one man said that the woman governs the physical, the body, and the men governs the mind. And I know a lot of people don't like to think like that. And that don't mean that a woman don't have a mind. That means that we work together. It's just like we are the same, but I forget the saying goes, but we bring the same thing to the table, but on different levels. Not different levels, but in different ways. Like, I provide and protect. I nurture, you nurture, you provide and protect. But it's in different ways. And that's how we're able to work together to grow. Like, not if I want to provide and protect just like you. We're bumping heads, and then we're missing some other shit. A lot of women think that their roles are less than. It's not. It's very powerful. A woman's role is very fucking powerful. And I'm never saying to dishonor yourself. I'm never saying to put up with abuse. I'm never saying to motherfucking degrade yourself. Like, what? You're powerful. You deserve to be up on a pedestal. But the thing is, when we're clashing, is because we're not expanding our man, our family, our future, We're battling with him. This is the battle of the masculine energy. And what? You want your man to turn feminine? So he can be able to mesh with you? No. Most women don't want that. Most women want a masculine man. So how can we live in harmony with that? Sometimes women is masculine too. But we have to know how to use our masculine for our family, not against it.